Hello, dear students. Today I am going to start next unit, that is electrochemistry. First of all, we should understand what is electrochemistry. It will be defined as the chemistry, the branch of chemistry which deals with chemical changes due to electrons. So, because there is chemical change due to electrons, so this chemistry may be called electron chemistry. In fact, electrochemistry deals with the interchange of, or we can say conversion of chemical energy into electrical energy. Chemical energy into electrical energy, or you may call it vice versa. Means electrical energy convert into chemical energy. So it means there are two parts. So we will study electrochemistry in two parts. One part in which electrical energy converts into chemical energy, and in other part we will discuss chemical energy into electrical energy. So first of all, I am taking the part of electrochemistry in which we will deal with the conversion of electrical energy into chemical energy. So before to discuss such changes, means how does electrical energy converts into chemical energy, so we will discuss some terms related with that. Actually this process means in which electrical energy converts into chemical energy, this process will be taken place in a cell, in a device. That device is known as electrolytic cell. So what is the construction of electrolytic cell? So I am taking construction of electrolytic cell. Electrolytic cell, basically it is a container. This container may be made of glass or maybe of some metal. This is a container. In this container, we take an electrolytic substance in the form of either in fused state or in aqueous state. So this is electrolytic substance in aqueous state or fused state. Okay, this is one part. Now in this electrolytic solution, we dip two electrodes. Electrodes means electrodes are rod shaped, which consist of metal. Rod shaped structure है which consist of metal, maybe of non-metal. When we take electrode of metal, electrode of particular non-metal should be like that, which have free electrodes, and we know the metals already have the free electrode. So these are the electrodes. These electrodes are connected to positive or negative terminal of battery. If we connected to the electrode connected to positive terminal of battery, that is known as anode, and the other electrode is connected to negative terminal of battery, that is known as cathode. So one electrode will behave as anode and second electrode will behave as cathode, and these electrodes as shown are dipped in the electrolytic solution. This complete arrangement is known as electrolytic cell. Okay. Now how can we define electrolytic solution? Electrolytic solution, it is the substance which undergoes dissociation either in aqueous state or fused state. For example, sodium chloride, if dissolved in water, it will dissociate into sodium ion and chloride ion. Sodium aqueous and chloride. So such substance behave as electrolytic substance, electrolytic solution. We can take sodium chloride in fused state. Fused state means in molten state. So it will convert again in molten state. It will convert in sodium ion and chloride ion, and this is liquid and this is liquid. So this is electrolytic solution. How can we define electrode? Electrodes are species which consist of metal or non-metal, non-metal having free electrons, and which allow passage current through them. That is species known as electrodes. Okay, this complete arrangement in which electrodes are dipped in electrolytic solution, this is known as a electrolytic cell. Now, what happens when we pass current through the electrodes and electrolytic solution? So when we pass current through electrode and electrolytic solution, a process takes place that is known as electrolysis. So what is electrolysis? Electrolysis is a process in which when we pass the current through electrolytic solution, the ions present in the electrolytic solution, they start moving towards oppositely charged electrode, and where they get discharged. For example, NaCl is an electrolytic solution in fused state. On passage of current, what will happen? Sodium ions will move towards oppositely charged electrode. Oppositely charged electrode means that is negatively charged electrode, and this negatively charged electrode known as cathode. And chloride ion will move towards positively charged electrodes. So positively charged electrode means that is known as anode. So when these ions move towards oppositely charged electrode, they give up their charge, means they lost their charge and convert into neutral species. That is known as electrolysis. So in short, in brief, how can we define electrolysis? Electrolysis is a process in which ions are moving towards oppositely charged electrodes on passage of current, and where they get discharged. That is known as electrolysis. Okay, so these are the terms which are related to the process in which electrical energy converts into chemical energy. So there are different examples of different electrolytic substances in which we can discuss the electrolysis process. For example, electrolysis of sodium chloride, as we discussed, electrolysis of sodium chloride in aqueous state, electrolytic of lead bromide, electrolysis of water, electrolysis of copper sulfate in different conditions. So I am taking one more example. This is called, you may call this changes in the which take place at the electrode is the mechanism which taking place in the electrolytic cell. So I am taking second example of sodium chloride in aqueous state. So sodium chloride in aqueous state will dissociate into sodium ion and chloride ion. These ions will be in aqueous state. But water will also get dissociate, although water is a weak electrolyte, but to some extent it will dissociate to give H ions and OH ions. Now in this case, in aqueous solution of the sodium chloride, we have two types of positively charged ions and two types of negatively charged ions. And all these ions will move towards oppositely charged electrodes. So what happens at anode? Anode means positively charged electrode. So when anodes की तरफ कौन से ions move करेंगे? Chloride and OH ions. So chloride ions and OH ions, all these ions will move towards anode. अब क्या ये दोनों आयन अपना चार्ज लॉस करेंगे? No. There will be competition between Cl and OH. Which ion preferentially lost its charge? That depends on their discharge potential. तो experimentally it was found chloride ion has low discharge potential. That's why chloride ion firstly preferentially get discharged, or OH ion will remain in the solution. So Cl ion will get discharged. कैसे होगा discharge? By loss of electron, and loss of electron, that is known as oxidation. So we can say at anode discharge of the negative charge ion will take place by loss of electron, and loss of electron, that is oxidation. It means we can say at anode oxidation process takes place. But Cl will not be in this form, will not exist in this form. So two Cl ions will combine together to give chlorine gas. It means chlorine gas liberates at the anode. Okay, while OH ion remain in the solution. This is the one part. Now, what happens about the positively charged electrodes? These sodium ions and H ions. These ions will move towards cathode, negatively charged electrode. Again, both will try to lose their charge, but preferentially it was found that H ions have more tendency to lose the electron because of its low discharge potential. So H ion will lose the H ion will lose the charge by gaining of electron to give H atom, and this H atom will combine together to give hydrogen gas. So it means hydrogen gas will liberate at the cathode, while sodium ions will remain in the solution. Ultimately, in solution there are two types of ions are present: sodium ion and OH ion. The sodium ion which present in solution and OH ion also present in the solution, they will form sodium hydroxide. So when we do electrolysis of NaCl in aqueous medium, what we are getting at anode, chlorine gas evolves or liberates; at cathode, hydrogen gas liberates, and electrolyte, and we also get sodium hydroxide solution. Okay, this was the electrolysis of sodium chloride in aqueous medium. One question you may be thinking that how can you decide which ion will get discharged firstly? It depends on the electrode potential actually. We will discuss later on in the later part of this unit. We will discuss how can you decide which ion will have low discharge potential or high discharge potential. Okay, this was about the electrolysis, right? Now, so we discussed a simple method of. We discussed about this. How does electrolysis take place in the electrolytic cell? But there is one more aspect which we will have to discuss, that is quantitative aspect of the electrolysis. Quantitative aspect means how much amount of substance deposit और liberate on the electrodes. उसकी क्वांटिटी कितनी होगी, हम कितना सोडियम क्लोराइड लें, जैसे हम यहाँ पे लिया था, कितना हम लेड ब्रोमाइड लें, कोई भी इलेक्ट्रोलाइटिक सब्सटेंस हम कितना लें, तो किसी इलेक्ट्रोड पे कितनी गैस इवॉल्व होगी, कितनी अमाउंट इवॉल्व होगी या कितनी अमाउंट डिपॉजिट होगी, हम ये कैसा पता करेंगे, हम नेक्स्ट टॉपिक में करेंगे। थैंक यू।